At Alliance Game Distributors, our workers work on what we call a pick line. A picker is an employee whose primary role is to pick products off of shelves and place them into bins on the rollers. On these pick lines, workers are assigned a specific area, also known as a zone, that they are supposed to pick within. Zones are assigned areas within the pick line rows that each picker is responsible for picking within. The picker for each zone is in charge of keeping their area stocked and organized. When an order is printed by the pick line supervisors or managers, they will then take the order, highlight any important information, and attach the order onto a bin to be rolled down the zones for picking. The first picker within the first location of where the order starts will place their name clip onto the bin, scan into the order, and start at the first location listed for their area. Please note, when picking items for an order, it is important to scan each item to confirm you have the correct product that the order is asking for. Once you have this information confirmed and your item scans successfully, you return to the picking bin and place your item or items into the bin. Remember, you need to pick the number of units being requested for each item. So if your scanner says you need a quantity of 6 for an item, then you should pick 6 individual units of that item. It is also important to read the information listed on the items you are picking, as some items might be labeled something along the lines of sold as case, meaning one case of that item is equal to picking 1 unit. Once the picker has completed their section of the order, they will remove their name clip and roll the order down the line to its next picking zone to repeat the process. Once the order has been completed, the order will be rolled down into the packing area where it is to be checked and prepped for shipping. If you go to pick your portion of the order and notice that the bin is starting to get full, you should grab an additional bin for the order. When using additional bins for an order, it is important to note this onto the bin by getting a blank sheet of paper, writing the SO number, and placing a 2/ mark onto the bin. You will continue to do this for each additional bin required. Once the order has reached the final zone and the picking has been completed, the final picker will add the total amount of bins used for the order so that the people checking and packing the order know how many bins they need to account for in their portion of the order process. If you notice while you are picking that you are out of an item needed for the order, please see a supervisor to confirm that the product is out of stock, and the supervisor will line off the remaining portion of the item needed for that order. An item will be lined off when it cannot be located within its assigned bin. The order should be taken to a supervisor or approved line-off employee to be verified and removed from the order. It is important that the items which cannot be picked for the order are lined off and removed from the order so that the customer is billed correctly. An inventory manager is an employee whose primary role is to keep track of the inventory within the warehouse, locate missing items, do cycle counts of the warehouse, and verify product discrepancies. This helps keep and maintain an accurate record of products within the warehouse. When you see an item on your scanner that has the words "no bin" where the location should be, this means that there is currently no location assigned to that item within our system. See your manager on how best to resolve this issue and for further investigation. While picking within an assigned zone, it is important that you keep your area clean, stocked, and organized to increase fluidity of the picking and shipping process of each order. When you use the last item in a box, remove that box from the area, break the box down, and bring it to the nearest recycling bin. When you use the last of an item in the primary location, refill the item from a secondary location. A primary location is the main location for an item that the picker will be directed to pull from first. These locations are typically within the library or roller racks. A secondary location is an additional location for product. Please note, when pulling product from a secondary location to refill the primary, make sure you are pulling full cases only. If you clear out a secondary location, that location should be removed from the system. All cardboard, plastic, and other pieces of trash should be picked up and disposed of. Be sure that items are in their correct location and properly marked. These procedures assist both yourself as well as others in keeping and maintaining a clean and orderly warehouse.